Shalom, San Jose! We are honoured to be in San Jose, a city like so many others in his imagination, which is named after Jose Mourinho.
I can laugh about him now.
Oh, we love this city.
We love the crap part of this city.
San Francisco.
No, yeah, that's very true. Home to Cesar Chavez, Rog.
Oh, founder of the United Farm Workers of America!
Home to the great Joey Chestnut.
72 hot dog and buns in 10 minutes! He's American Sam Allardyce!
Birthplace of Brandy Chastain.
World Cup champion, 192 caps.
Nicky Six.
That man spent one Christmas naked under a Christmas tree holding a gun.
And Rog, my personal favourite, Screech from Saved by the Bell, Dustin Diamond.
Seeing a theme here, he spends every Christmas naked under a tree holding a gun. But of course, we love it mostly because of the San Jose earthquakes. And the Goonies.
And the Goonies.
Goonies never die. We feel like we're in Wondoland.
We also properly love All-Star games. The big ones. There is so much at stake. So many big questions waiting to be answered, Rog.
Yeah, I mean, can a team that doesn't really exist to win trophies, but whose sole purpose is to pull amazing players from all over the world, even if the actual pieces don't amount to a proper full team, work out if they can fleetingly play beautiful football together? But enough about Arsenal Football Club.
In truth, we are here to celebrate MLS, the biggest league in America, and definitely my favourite league in America since the American Soccer League went bankrupt in 1933.
That's Brad Friedel.
I still miss the Providence Clam Diggers. I love the Clam Diggers. I love them. What a great squad that was, the Clam Diggers.
You love a good clam digger.
Yeah.
We both arrived in the US just ahead of the founding of MLS in 1996. Are there any Kansas City Wiz fans here? Oh, you're all booing because you're New York, New Jersey Metro Stars fans, right?
Yeah.
We've witnessed firsthand just how fast, how far, and how wonderfully developed this league has come in an incredibly short time. It's been a little bit like watching the movie Boyhood, but in real time.
MLS is now 21. It can legally crack open its first beer. It can gamble on a riverboat in Louisiana.
Or it can just drop out of Stanford ahead of its senior year and join the Seattle Sounders.
Sounds familiar.
And being here, it gives us the opportunity to bring a glut of remarkable human beings onto the stage over the course of the next hour and just sully them in our presence. I'd like you to think of this just like a giant political convention where the guest speakers are actually likable.
All of them. All of them. One rule, this is an MLS All-Star celebration for one night only. Put aside all your San Jose rivalries and hatreds. Let this be a big tent of MLS love.
Of MLS love. Sounds better when Don Garber says it. Yeah, I was going to say, we have no Galaxy players coming on this stage. And we promise for one night, Davo and I will suspend our Herbalife sales plan for one night.
One night only.
Try and engage you in any kind of pyramid schemes. Let's do it, Davo.
Okay, here we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay, to the football. Our first guest is one of this league's brightest young stars. He's a man who made his name just up the road in Palo Alto. He scored the winner in the USA's 2-0 victory over Mexico in front of a sold-out Alamo Dome before he had even picked a major at Stanford University. Last fall, after leading the Cardinal to an NCAA national championship, he signed for his hometown club and fulfilled his boyhood dream of pulling on MLS's most neon shirt and earning a spot in tomorrow's homegrown game. We welcome to the stage the one and only, a child, Mr. Jordan Morris. It is great to catch up with you, Jordan. 4 months into your rookie MLS season. 7 goals already. So, what have been the big surprise learnings for you in terms of the jump from the college game?
What I've learned is it's just a lot of ups and downs, and how to learn how to deal with both, and just kind of becoming a professional in that sense. And I think it's been great to have the veterans on the team. When things aren't going great, just learning from them, because I think everyone goes through those ups and downs, and just learn how to deal with the downs, especially.
I've got to tell you, Jordan, I still dream of becoming a professional soccer player.
He does.
Not giving up on that. There's a lot of kids who come out of college age 45. And I know that you dreamed of being a sounder since you watched Seattle as a kid. Can you tell me, thus far, has it lived up to your dreams? Or is it just like any other job, cubicles, peer reviews, casual Fridays?
No, it's definitely lived up to my dreams, and obviously I'm very blessed to be able to play for the Sounders, and grew up watching them, and to play in front of my friends and family is truly special.
You are just 21 years old. 21. That was so long ago for me. I can't even do the math. But you've packed so much into your life. You led Stanford to the NCAA championship. You played for the US men's national team. You've scored a goal against Mexico. So tell me, how nervous were you when you stepped onto the field for your debut as a pro against Sporting Kansas City on March 6th?
I mean, I think all those experiences definitely helped, and the nerves weren't quite as high as maybe they could have been, but definitely still a few nerves to step out in front of all those fans, and a lot of expectations. So still definitely a few nerves, but I think all those kind of experiences helped, and obviously being around the team and the when I was in the academy and stuff, getting to know the guys and things like that, all were very beneficial.
How do your nerves exhibit themselves? How do you know when you're nervous?
Ooh, I mean, my stomach just starts to hurt, I think. Just that, you get that feeling in your stomach, and then once the whistle blows, it pretty much goes away.
You didn't score a goal for the first 5 games. Then in the 6th game, 71st minute, you did this.
Able to come out and clean it up. Levich's won a ball through. Great run from Morris. He's got a first professional goal for Seattle Sounders. Excellent spin on the ball. Great first touch from Morris, and the simplest of all ends afterwards.
Can you describe to us, what did that feel like? Was it relief? Was it exhilaration? The great Uruguayan striker, Diego Forlan, he once told me that scoring a goal is like having an orgasm.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty special. And it was, I think, a little bit of both. Not scoring in the first 5 games was tough, and getting a little criticism. And so to kind of get that monkey off my back, it was definitely some relief. But, I mean, that's something I've dreamed of since I've watched the first game, was scoring in front of those fans and kind of hearing them chant your name. So it was exhilaration, too, for sure.
Having had that wonderful feeling of scoring your first goal,
yeah,
you then went on a run of 4 goals in 4 games. Were you like, this is easier than college?
No, not at all. I think just some of those were kind of being in the right place at the right time, and obviously it felt great to score, and hope we can keep that going.
You still live with your mum and dad, right?
Yeah.
So does Rog.
But Jordan's mum and dad. Very generous. You came into this league, you hit 4 goals in 4 games. What I want to know is, when you hit 4 in 4, and you park your car back in your mum and dad's drive where you still live. Do you like sit in the car in your mum and dad's driveway and just look at yourself in the mirror and think, maybe it's time for me to get my own place?
Yeah, maybe it's time to move out.
No, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I love living at home and just being back around my family and stuff. I got my 3 dogs there, and it's nice to be able to come home after, if you have a tough training or a tough game and have your family around. So it's, I love it.
I'm going to read you a list. It's the top selling jerseys in MLS right now. Number 1. This jersey smells of Dracar Noir. Andrea Pirlo. Number 2. This jersey smells of trout fishing. Clint Dempsey. Number 3, David Villa. Number 4, Jordan Bloody Morris.
Number 4.
You are ahead of Steven Gerrard, Kaká, Didier Drogba, Giovinco, Lamps, Brad Evans, Osvaldo Alonso. This time last year, you were stuck in science and technology and society class. Now your jersey is MLS's 4th best-selling overall on the backs of Americans all over this country. You still live with your mum and dad. People are wearing your jersey. I love America. How do you explain that to yourself, Jordan?
I mean, I think I just have a big family, honestly. So, but no, I mean, it's obviously a huge honor to be on the same list as those amazing players, and it was pretty surreal to kind of see my name next to them. So it was awesome.
So everything I've read about you, you're an extremely positive person. I'm an extremely positive person. My nickname in college was Positive. I'm so positive. But life is not without its bumps. And you've had a few bumps. Today, your manager consciously uncoupled. And I want to ask you about another dark time. You didn't make the US squad for the Copa. How did your positivity rationalize that? How did your positivity leap into that situation and make that okay?
Obviously, it was tough, and of course, I would have wanted to be on the team, but I knew there were some really, really great players, and completely respected Jurgen's decisions, and knew that I have a lot to keep working on to get where I want to be and to get where other people want me to be. So just kind of had that mindset that it was tough, but just keep going out working hard, and I just know there's so many other great forwards, so it wasn't it was obviously tough, but it wasn't like too difficult,
I mean, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say this, Jordan Morris. For me, not choosing you was the worst decision since Lionel Messi went to his barbers. And I think your exclusion made most American fans sadder than you were when The Office came off the air.
We've got your tweet.
Oh, man. Okay.
I'm so sad right now. I can't believe it's over. I will always love #The Office.
I miss Creed Bratton too, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean...
It's only got 10 likes. That's what I don't understand.
It was a few
10 likes for that magic.
It was a few years ago, so I love that show. I still watch it.
If Mindy Kaling was manager of the US team.
Could happen. Could happen.
Final question for you. I want to know, what is the most pragmatic piece of advice you've gotten thus far about being a professional footballer? Not a lofty one like you've got to take the rough with the smooth and the smooth, but like the most pragmatic one that helps you day after day, like wear 2 pairs of dry socks or never join the poker game on the bus. What is the great rule of life you have learned over the last 4 months, Jordan Morris?
I mean, the poker game one's good. But no, I think, Clint was doing an interview earlier in the year, and he, said that you always know how good you can be, and no matter what's going on, like the next game, you just got to go out there and show it. So, I took from that, just in your heart, how good that you can be as a player, and no matter what's going on, no matter what people are saying, you just got to kind of go out there the next game and prove it to yourself and prove it to other people. So I kind of just took that to heart and know that no matter what's going on, I know, I guess, what I can do, and hopefully can go out there the next game and try and prove it.
Oh.
Inshallah, it is absolute gold, a golden nugget for all of us to listen to who care about the future of American football in this country. Can we have a big San Jose Round of applause for the remarkable, the wonderful
Jordan Morris!
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
He's so positive, Rog. He's so positive, even puts me to shame. Okay, MLS All-Stars versus Arsenal Football Club. Rog, our next guests represent the opposition, the mighty Arsenal. Two men who are legends of top-tier English football. It should come as no surprise that neither of them is actually English. Between them, these men have more than 450 career appearances for Arsenal, 2 Premier League titles, and 4 FA Cup winners' medals. Back when the FA Cup was still a thing. Can we have a big-hearted, open-minded welcome as we bring to the stage 2 men who have etched their names into Arsenal lore for eternity. Sweden's Freddie Ljungberg and the Republic of Ireland's Liam Brady. Freddie, you joined Arsenal in 1998. In the 9 seasons you were there, you won the Premier League twice, the Community Shield 3 times, the FA Cup 3 times. I'll never forget that goal against Chelsea. It broke me. You left in 2007. Arsenal have not won the league since. Apart from the fact that they do not have you playing for them, what has changed since you left?
Thanks. No, I think the club changed from hybrid to the Emirates and got a bit of a financial strain on the budget of the players, and I think that's one of the reasons. And I think we're coming back now, and hopefully soon there's a big trophy in the cabinet.
It might be the All-Star Game trophy. That's what Freddie's alluding to.
That's what he's meaning.
Talking about change, Liam Brady, can I just tell you, my God, I have 12 of my best friends are Arsenal fans, and 8 of them, their first child, they called Liam. And one of them, my best mate, Michael Cohen, asked me to tell you that he still named it Liam, even though you broke his heart aged 8 when you moved to Juventus. But you were one of the greatest players that I've ever seen play live.
Yep, me
A
too.
phenomenal, just a joyful midfield boss with craft and guile and beauty. A player who seemed to thrive in the biggest moments, like the 1979 Cup final. You had a remarkable career in England, and unbelievably, for a footballer who began with an English club, you thrived abroad. You then became head of youth development at the Arsenal Academy. 18 years you spent there. Jack Wilshere, Kieran Gibbs. Jack Wilshere, Kieran Gibbs, Cesc Fabregas, Ashley Cole. Can you talk about the key for you in terms of your youth development philosophy, Liam?
Well, players have got to have a certain amount of attributes. The biggest one, I think, is a passion for the game. They've got to really want to become professional footballers. They really have to practice hard, train hard, have that mentality about them. And then, of course, they need the skill, and they need the pace, they need the physical attributes as well to go with it. But of all those players you mentioned, they all had a passion for the game, a real love of the game, and they wanted to get better. And that's why they make it. I think that's the same for all sports.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you the question that everyone across America who's watching this is shouting at the television right now. They want to know, Liam Brady, can we get a Geddy and Zelalem update? Last season, on loan at Rangers, not a huge amount of second-tier Scottish football fans in the audience. For those of us who haven't watched a lot of him on film, can you tell us about his game and how good you believe he can be?
He's a young player. He's a player that's not yet physically mature. He's got a lot of physical development to come. I think he did really well at Rangers last season in a tough league, particularly to begin with. Fell away a bit middle of the season and then came again at the end. And I think it was a great experience for him. He was playing in front of 40,000 people at Ibrox Stadium when they played at home. And we're only going to see now, and hopefully we'll see him on Thursday night, see him perform well and see that the year away from us did him good.
Wonderful.
I'm just going to synopsize. Liam just said the United States are going to win the 2018 World Cup.
close. Okay, Freddie, you were at Arsenal in 1996 when Patrick Vieira was signed. Patrick was a young player, didn't yet have much international pedigree. Indeed, when he was purchased for £3 million, he was languishing in the reserves at Milan, doing nothing in particular, and on offer for a knockdown price. Was there anything about Patrick, when you first met him, that made you think he's going to be a great manager in New York City one day?
Oh yeah, lots. He's a great player, was a great player. Came as a young lad, but that's where Arsene was special, and probably Liam was involved maybe as well, to spot that kind of talent. And like you said, was in reserves, and we took him to England and made him into a superstar. So no, well done, Arsene.
I think he's doing well now, isn't he?
Yeah, yes, doing very well.
Yeah. Well, he's got a real passion for the game, and he wants to become a top manager. So I think MLS is richer for the fact that Patrick's here working.
Can you see that in a player when they're young, who can become a manager, what those skills are? And if you can, what are those skills?
I think you've got to be very, very tough, very hard taskmaster. You've got to be able to take the flak when it comes. Very single-minded. I think all the guys that make it in management have that attribute.
You've just described Gideon Zelim. Arsenal are in North America for pre-season. You're going to play the All-Star game. You've done so many pre-seasons before. I've got to ask you, as players, how much do you care about the score in a game in pre-season? Or is that just something that the Arsenal global marketing team really care about?
No, you always have pride. You don't want to get beat. You don't want to get beat. Any game you play. We played head tennis here today, Freddie. We nearly got beat, didn't we?
We did win.
We got there in the end. You don't want to get beat. You're playing against the pick of the players in the United States, so it's going to be a real good game. And there's lots of young players going to be involved from Arsenal's point of view that want to make a mark, want to prove themselves. So I think we're in for a real treat. We had a great pre-season last year in Singapore, and I'm sure we're going to have one here. So I would have liked to come to San Jose on pre-season.
Yeah.
Where did you go in your day?
We used to go to Scotland, Aberdeen.
Aberdeen, the Granite City.
It's bloody freezing up there.
Yeah.
California, Aberdeen.
I once got a suntan in Aberdeen. It was the most remarkable suntan of my life.
It was pollution, David.
So, Liam, with that, can we get a score prediction for the All-Star game? Do you think there are going to be a lot of goals?
Yeah, I think pre-season, it could be a little bit rusty, so forth. I'll go 4-2 for us.
Okay, that's interesting.
I've got to ask you before you go, does doing better than Spurs mean anything to actual players? I'm only asking that because it might just be a fan projection. And I'll just tell you, MLS All-Stars last year, they played Spurs and they beat them 2-1. So I don't know if you want to lose 4-2 and be twice as good as Spurs.
Yeah. Or double it the other way.
Does it mean, as players, you beat them 5-0 there, does it mean anything to you, or are we just as fans projecting that?
No, of course, it means a lot to beat Spurs. I remember when I first came to the club and Tony Adams was saying to me 3 weeks before the game, like, make sure you're not injured to that one because we're going to beat them. So it means a lot. So.
Absolutely.
You live and learn. Let's hear it for Freddie Ljungberg and the mighty Liam Brady.
Thanks, guys.
That is Liam bloody Brady. Just tell you, that is as if one of your childhood heroes just walked on stage.
For our next guest, Rog, he's as California as they come. He played high school soccer just up the road at De La Salle High School before taking his talents to Chico State University. He's gone on to make more than 200 appearances for your San Jose Earthquakes. And he's banged in a staggering 114 goals. We welcome to the stage a man who is fourth on MLS's all-time leading goal scorer list, the one and only Mr. Chris Wondolowski.
Holy bloody crap.
Yeah, you got the song.
My God, those guys are as excited as Davo would be if Prince William had just come on stage.
I love those Royals. I love the Royal boys.
I want to read you a poem I've just written.
Okay.
You are my Wando, my Wondolowski. You make us happy. But skies are great. You'll never know, Chris, how much we want.
They read it.
How much we want. Please don't take. Oh, God, I got to tell you. I feel like I'm sitting with the mayor of San Jose.
Yeah, could happen. Could happen.
Crazier things, you know.
Yeah.
You are like this great city in human form one day. You really are. San Jose in cleats. You were born in Danville,
Yes.
heart of the San Ramon Valley. 40 minutes from here. Oh, you went to Chico State, couple of hours north of here. Go Wildcats!
I wish I'd been to Chico State, Roger.
Chico State.
Chico State. Davo, Chico State.
Davo went to Chico State.
I love it.
You've been at San Jose for 9 seasons total. I think there's no one better in the world to ask this question to. Wando, how would you describe the unique football culture of San Jose to someone, Davo, who is encountering it for the first time?
I think it's a great group. It's an eclectic group that, you know, it's kind of a melting pot of fans where they bring their own, you know, style, and it makes it fun. And they're some of the most passionate, knowledgeable fans, and that's why we love playing at Avaya Stadium, which is a huge, it's a great stadium, and love playing there.
I'm a television producer by trade, and I really enjoy local news. It's one of my favorite things. And in my research, I did find out that you've been a very big deal in the local news out here. Take a look at this.
Most of us here in the North State know about the athletic accomplishments of Aaron Rodgers and Megan Rapinoe, but now you can add another local to that list.
Action News reporter Ross Field has more on former Chico State soccer player Chris Wondolowski, who's currently a star on the San Jose Earthquakes. And Ross, you know that you've made it when you've got a bobblehead doll, right?
Alan and Kira, he goes by the nickname Wando, and on Saturday, during his very own bobblehead night.
I love Ross Field.
We love Ross Field. Great work. You made it.
When they
Breaking
discover
news.
life on Mars, I want Ross Field to describe it to us. He goes by the nickname Wando.
A Wando bobblehead night makes the news. Soccer, sport of the future, no more, Roger.
Absolutely.
There's another thing that I love about you, Wando. You are persistently a late bloomer. You give everybody hope. Your career, it was a long time coming. That could be the name of your forthcoming autobiography.
Yep.
Courtesy of Random House Books.
That would require me to read and write, so good luck with that. Oh, went to Chico State.
I won't hear my alma mater besmirched.
And he was a lit major. Your first 5 MLS seasons in which you struggled to make a team, how many goals do you remember?
2, 4.
You're very modest. It was
Well,
4.
there's 2, yeah.
It was 4. 4 goals, 5 seasons,
Yeah.
and then you exploded. And since 2011, you have scored 92 bloody times one day. You are now 4th place all-time, career regular season. I want to start in a dark place, because that's me, not Davo.
Yeah.
How did
Rog
you
loves darkness.
How did you persevere through those first 5 seasons? What did you tell yourself about yourself one day?
Well, I think the thing that really made it easy for me was that I enjoyed going in every day. I loved the locker room that I was in. I loved being down in Houston, and we were successful. We won 2 championships down there, and I did learn a lot. And I think that one of the things for my career is that it was just about timing, and it's I can definitely say I think my early years I wasn't the player I am now, and so I think I used those years to definitely grow as a player and learn, and it helped.
But was there something different that happened? When we were kids, we used to read a comic book called Tiger and Scorcher, and there was a comic strip called Billy's Boots. And Billy was this average soccer player in primary school, and one day he goes to a jumble sale, and he buys a pair of old vintage soccer boots that belonged to a great former player from the 1930s called Deadshot Keane.
Eric Winalda.
And he bought these boots, and suddenly when he bought these boots, they transported him him around the soccer field, and he got in the perfect position to score. Did you go to a jumble sale and buy some old boots?
What Davo's saying is, he's a witch!
Was there anything that you did differently? Was there any change that you made?
I mean, if
that
those
made
boots
that
were on
change
sale,
happen?
I could be looking for them, but
You'd take
no,
them.
it was something. There's no tangible reason. I think one of the things that really did help me though was my confidence. I think I really did believe that I could play at the high level, and it kind of just snowballed. And once you start believing and you're knowing you're going to score out there, it definitely helps in your game all around.
I mean, it's fascinating to hear you talk about this, because the same happened at international level. You didn't make your debut until you were 28. Those of you who are 27 out there, you could still play for the United States of America. You failed to score in your first 9 games for the US, then you exploded 6 goals in 3 games. I remember them well. You've scored 10 in 34 for the US. You had 1 brutal miss against Belgium in Salvador, which is a reminder that being an elite striker, it's all about confidence, as you say. We've got a lot of young listeners who would really benefit from hearing the answer to this. What do you tell yourself when you're not scoring one day, or when you've missed a chance and the world is watching? How do you explain it to yourself, rationalize it, overcome it, and do what you do, which is score again?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the tough things, but also it's a nice thing about being a striker is that you're going to get another chance, and you're going to miss some, but you're also going to score some, and you have to believe that the next one's going to hit the back of the net, and I think that's what I really, believed in, and that's what the confidence is, comes from, is that you do think that the ball's going to hit the back of the net. I think that when things aren't going well, that I just kind of rely on just going back to fundamentals, and one of the reasons I missed the shot in Belgium against Belgium was because I was leaning back and my mechanics and technique was off, and so it's always one of those things that you always have to use practice and just try to get muscle memory going so that that doesn't happen.
Here's a question we always ask goal scorers. Do you remember your first goal you ever scored as a kid?
Oh, first goal as a kid? Ooh, I have like a memory of scoring what I believe is my first goal. I think I was like 5 years old, but yeah.
Was it good?
Describe.
I do remember, I think, dribbling a couple of kids, maybe like to get at the top of the box, and it's just a big pack, and I think I just kind of broke out and just hit it on. I'm not sure if it even hit the back of the net, by the way. Like, just
it
barely
rolled
over.
It trundled over.
Exactly. Just barely makes it across.
They all count one, though.
Exactly. Right? There's no pictures of it.
You're here now for an all-star game. You played in one before, in 2012. I've got to say, I look you in the eye. You are the man who has given me perhaps my favourite MLS All-Star memory of all time. Roll tape.
Not so good for me.
Now Donovan latching onto the loose ball and space here for Henry for almost the first time. Wondolowski attacking it. Chris Wondolowski!
Oh, you won that game 3-2. And
Yeah.
I always believe that goals scored in which John Terry ends up helpless on his backside, on his bum, should count double. Should have been 4-2.
However, in that game, you also managed to prove something that very few people, led by Rog, believed possible. Let's take a look
This
at
is my favourite
piece
MLS
of tape.
All-Star moment of all time.
John Terry is human.
Your movement is incredible.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Nightmare for me.
Thank you.
I've always wondered if it's the movement of the boat or the motion of the Wando.
Yeah.
But I've got to say,
a great compliment.
It's amazing
A great
to me
compliment.
that out of everything that John Terry has experienced one day, you are his nightmare. How did that feel for you to hear?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest compliments I think I've ever received, just because, it kind of came to me unsolicited, and, I really appreciated him saying that, and that was really nice. And so something I work on as well as my movement.
Wow. You are
Brace
such...
yourself for another unsolicited compliment.
Yeah, you're such a great guy, Wando. Clearly, meeting you backstage, seeing you up here, I can see why people here like you so much. Thanks
Love
for all
you.
you do for US soccer. Thank you on behalf of everybody here for everything you've done for this area. So, San Jose is in the vicinity of the playoffs as we stand. What message do you have for the Earthquakes fans here tonight?
Yeah, you know, stick behind us. I think that we have everyone starting to get healthy. We finally have a center back who played center back. You know, from our from health reasons, we've had to use everyone back there, and it's nice to finally have a full roster. And I think that we're going to continue to make the push. And we appreciate you guys always being behind us. It means a lot.
Oh, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, your hometown hero,
John
Chris
Terry's nightmare,
Wondolowski. That's a fine pair of legs, Rog.
Chris Wondolowski!
That's a fine pair of legs.
I don't know how we can top that, Davey.
Well, our next guest is a UEFA Champions League and World Cup veteran who now plies his trade here in MLS. His pugnacious playing style, to say the least, and unquestioned passion make him appear far younger than his 34 years. His 2016 has been one of unmitigated success. He was a standout during the United States Copa campaign. His Colorado Rapids currently sit in second place in the West. We welcome to the stage a man with the most patriotic knee tattoo in American history, the one and only Mr. Jermaine Jones. Okay, Jermaine, last season, before you were there, not a good one for the Colorado Rapids. The club finished at the bottom of the Western Conference. In MLS 2075, that would mean relegation. You arrived in the off-season from the Revolution, and now the Rapids sit second in the conference, just 3 points behind FC Dallas with 3 games in hand. The team have surpassed their point difference from all of last year. Talk about the mood when you arrived and how that's changed in the first few months of the season.
Yeah, I would say that the team started to believe in each other. So, and that was the case with me and especially the coach Pablo. We talked about it when I came. So to get in and get the people that trust, that believe that they can win. And since that, we went on a straight win stretch, and I'm happy to be a part of that group.
You're a very modest man, Jermaine, because you have thrived this season in a more attacking role. 3 goals already, equaling your total from the last 2 seasons combined. You're now 34, which is about 47 years younger than me. But in football terms, it's a veteran. You're the Barristan Selmy of MLS, a wizened elder.
This guy.
I know, the references.
I know.
They do. I have to listen. To be fair, though, I have to listen to them every week.
Look, I'm just reading what Don Garber wrote on my bloody card. All right. How long can you see yourself playing elite football? And the horizon is there. The end of your career is on the horizon. 8, 9 seasons left. How has that changed the way, please God, how has that changed the way that you experience football differently than you have done in your past in your life right now?
You know, for me, it was the main key since after the World Cup that I said I have to get back to see not the money and all the stuff around it, so and see the passion of that game, you know. So that was for me the main case, and I love that game, and I played it now for 16 years, and to get that back in and go back in the stadiums and get that atmosphere always. It depends if you go national team or club team. It's something special, and especially you see it if it goes closer and closer to the end of your career. So I have my goals, and I will try everything to make them. And we have to find people or players who push me out from my position, where I will not give it up for free.
Tim Howard, he's describing. He's a very good attacking midfielder. There's many things I share with you. We're both elite footballers. We're both men covered in tattoos. I have a Kyle Beckerman tramp stamp. All the people who cheered then, I'm imagining, also have a Kyle Beckerman tramp stamp. But the one I'm fascinated by of you, it's the American flag affixed to your left knee.
Amazing.
You got that done in Turkey in 2014. I've got so many questions. I want to know, when did you have the idea for this magnum opus? The tattoo and the location, the kneecap, it's brutal, mate.
I love pain. No, for me it was at the easy point. So I'm really proud to represent this country. So my dad is American. I'm half American, half German, and yeah, I think everybody who watch games, especially with the national team, they see that every time I step on the field, I try to represent this country with my whole heart. So
Yeah, no doubt about it. With the ball and without the ball.
yeah, with the ball, without the ball.
Yeah,
That's right.
both.
So and yeah, and then there was an idea, and then I stick to it with the stars and the flag. So it's yeah, I like it.
So, did that tattoo hurt more than your other tattoos?
Depends which tattoos.
Oh. Okay.
No. Hey.
I understand a lot of things. That noise you just made is one of the first things on our show that's ever completely perplexed me.
So, I'm going to talk about another painful moment, but only to get something positive out of this, because like Jordan Morris, I'm a very positive person. So, being suspended during the Copa semi-final, having to sit up there in the stands in what we call the Vincent Company position, watching Argentina play amazing game of football against your teammates in the United States men's national team. How was that experience, and what can you take out of that positive to move forward?
What I take out of that, yeah, that I missed an amazing game, and I was so dumb to get a dumb red card. So to make not that mistake again. So that's what I try to get positive without that. But in other way, I missed to play an amazing team, especially with an amazing player like Messi. And I think every player have that. I would say like that. That try that you try to play against the best players. And yeah, I wished I can play, but I'm sure that will not end it like that.
How is it when you sit in the stands watching your mates who you love, but you're powerless to help them? Do you sit there and think, my God, things would be different if I was on the field? Does it ache? Can you describe what it feels like?
I would say like you sit upstairs and you know you cannot help. Most of the guys know me that if something goes not right, I take sometimes our guy out. So
yeah, we've seen that.
So yeah, so in after I started, referee sometimes too. That's true. It's a good one. But yeah, so I'm sure that it's everybody who played that game knows that if you sit outside and you have to watch and you cannot help, it hurts, and especially in that games.
Okay, we've talked about your football. Let's now watch some of your football. Let's watch one of your and our finest moments of all time.
Okay.
Here comes the corner. It wouldn't drop to a white shirt. Now it has. Jones. Oh, yes! Jermaine Jones! What a cracker from him! USA level!
Oh, gotta tell you, Davo, yeah, really, that to me, and I'm not being hyperbolic, that ranks up for me with Neil Armstrong's Walk on the Moon, the Louisiana Purchase, and the birth of Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, of course, June 22nd, 2014, Manaus, in the jungle.
Manaus.
The 64th minute. At what point, when that ball was coming out to you, did you know you were going to shoot?
You know, the funny was that before we get into or come back at halftime, that DeMarcus Beasley, he told me the whole time, "Hey man, you have to shoot, you have to shoot." and that you don't see it there, but I'll be honest, he was a little bit behind me and he was screaming the whole time, "Shoot, shoot, shoot!"
It was
so I was like, "Okay, try it," and then go in, and then. Amazing. You saw like 10 different celebrates and jumps. And
DeMarcus gets an assist on that play.
Yeah.
But when you're running wildly, what emotions do you experience as you're running towards the cameras? Are you just like, MLS? What are you feeling inside in that second?
No, you know, for me was that the biggest thing that, what I said before, I'm really proud to represent this country, and then special 2010, I missed a World Cup in South Africa with a broken leg. So in 2006, I missed a World Cup with Germany when Klinsmann was there with a broken leg. Then to come here and play 2014 in score, Yeah, it was like a special moment, and it stays in history, so nobody can take you there, and I think it's good.
God, I've got to tell you, when I feel dark about life, I watch that goal, and I know I'm not alone. I watch it over and over again. It is one of the most joyous things that you have done in your career.
Jermaine Jones, it's been a joy. Thank you so much. You've been a sport. You've given. You've spoken deep from the heart.
You've given us unbelievable pleasure.
And thanks so much.
As a football fan,
yeah,
and as individuals that love the game in America and the growth of the game in America, your presence on the American team, what you do, your commitment, not just the Portugal
with the ball and without the ball.
With the players, not with the players, the referees. But, I mean, Costa Rica, the Snowmageddon game, you limping off with a gaping wound in your leg, job done. You're a remarkable human being. I've got to tell you, personally, I find your passion for this nation, I find your dedication to the team, I find your dedication to the league incredibly inspiring. It's unbelievable for us to share the stage with you tonight.
Thank you very much.
Cheer it for Jermaine Jones.
Okay,
it's the greatest player that Stan Kroenke can put on the field.
Our next guest, Rog, a Major League
Kill me now.
Soccer legend, and I would say probably our best friend in this league.
Our only friend, Davo.
He made his debut for the Miami Fusion, still miss them, in July 2000 at the age of 18. So long ago that Scary Movie was #1 at the box office. And Vertical Horizons, Everything You Want, topped the Billboard charts. Fast forward 16 years and this man has amassed more than 400 appearances, making him the all-time leader in that category among field players. He is the field general and captain of Real Salt Lake, a team he led to MLS Cup glory in 2009. We welcome to the stage one of our heroes in football, life, and hair, the one and only Mr. Carl Beckerman. KB5, MLS is 21 years old. Remarkably, this is your 17th MLS season. You still look so young.
He looks younger and bloody young. He's had a lot of work done.
Yeah, he has, we can reveal. You've played over 400 career games, a league record as an outfield player. What is the secret to your perseverance?
Well, I watch you guys every Monday.
Oh, good. Good answer.
I eat right, and we drink Guinness.
You do?
Oh,
and you fly fish?
And we fly fish.
There's something more than that, though. And I want to go back to the roots of KB5. You played under some remarkable managers. Fernando Clavio, Jason Kreis, now Jeff Cassart. But I want to ask you, what was it like being managed by Ray Hudson? 2001, one season in Miami with the Fusion. What was it like being coached by Ray? I want to know, what was the biggest life lesson our Hudson taught you?
Well, if you played like crap, that night you were going to go cry in your beers. And if you won, it was go out and enjoy yourself. And that was Ray Hudson in a nutshell.
Did he just stand on the sideline and commentate while you were playing? There goes Buffalo Soldier Kyle Beckerman, making bodies drop like guns in The Godfather.
Buffalo Soldier. We don't understand everything he says either. You're now 34 years old. You've seen it all. You're among this league's truly great servants, Carl. You could have pursued a career overseas, but you stayed. Respect. You've played in who knows how many cities in front of who knows how many fans. What does Major League Soccer mean to you personally, and how much pride do you take in the league and its growth, which you've witnessed?
Yeah, it's incredible to see. I mean, look at where we're at right now. I mean, we're celebrating this great week. You guys are involved. You guys are helping.
It's the dark side.
It's awesome. I mean, we all know back playing in Spartan Stadium not too long ago, and now we have a beautiful stadium right down the road. It's been a really fun ride, and it's been really cool to be on the ground floor of it and being a pioneer of this league. And the sky's the limit for this league, so there's more to come.
What is that more? Where do you see it going? When you say more to come, what do you hope for out of that league?
I see there could be 30 teams.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to pack out stadiums. big names are going to continue to be here. We're going to start producing more big names. Really, it's just going to continue to grow, that we're going to get more inner city kids involved, and all this growth is just going to continue, and the league's going to become better and better.
How many of those 30 teams will you own?
What do you guys want to do? What do we think?
Yeah, no, I'll come in with you in a second.
We'll talk about it after. I'm going to slightly segue as a question. Kyle Beckerman, have you ever, for a second, in your life, thought about balding? Just asking.
Every
for
day.
A friend.
We all do. We all do.
Do you really? Do you ever look in the mirror and think, "Phew, it could all here today"?
We'll be together one time.
Oh!
I don't know. I'm looking at you, and it still looks.
We looking all
it
right?
still looks verdant up there. It still looks verdant, lush.
It's a national park, David. It is. I want to talk about All-Star games with you. This is going to be the 9th All-Star game you've been named to. I want to know, as a player, what's it like? That does deserve a clap.
Yeah,
9 bloody All-Star games. That is consistency. What's it like to experience these from a player's perspective? The emotion when you get named. Are you honoured? Are you psyched that an incentive clause in your contract has just been triggered? Or you're a bit...
There is one. There clearly is one.
Love it again. Love it again.
Okay.
Oh, are you a bit pissed off that a fishing trip in the Provo River will have to be cancelled?
A little bit of all of that. No, it's great. It's awesome. It's a celebration of the league. And right now it's a celebration of the growth of this league and seeing how far we've come. And it's always an honor to represent your club, represent the league. And we get to play a really, a historic team and a powerhouse in Arsenal. And, and that's it's pretty neat to be a part of.
You're a beatable team.
Yeah, I think you're 3-4 in All-Star games. Trying to give you a little bit more
good.
incentive. 3-4, not
that
bad.
You've actually played. That you've actually taken the field.
That you've actually been in the matchday roster for. I always think All-Star games are a little loony. They're seen as referendums on U.S. soccer. Yet the All-Star team, by virtue, trains like twice before they take the field. So it's not really a real team. How much do you players actually care about the result, care about the score?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely brings a challenge because, like you said, we're only practicing twice and then we got to play a game. And the thing is that the score line's going to go around the world and people are going to want to know how Arsenal did in their preseason tour. And so there is a little bit of pressure to, put on a good fight and put a performance up. And so we're going to go out and try and win. Of course, it's going to be difficult, but we've done it before. And if we do get a win or get a good result, it does look good.
It's good for the league.
It's good for the
league.
league.
Good for the American game.
Just some unsolicited scouting advice. They don't like it up and at 'em, Kyle. Final question
Carl's
for you.
Specialty.
I know.
Up
I've got to tell you.
Up 'em.
Real Salt Lake fans, there's a 50-50 chance he's going to start the season in an Arsenal jersey after the performance he's going to unveil on Thursday night. Talking about different jerseys, final question for you. And what do you wish you could tell 18-year-old Kyle about professional football that he could have benefited from, Kyle Beckerman?
Wow, good question,
That is a good question. I guess I would tell that guy to just make sure, just hang in there because you're going to be doing this for a while.
His career couldn't have gone a lot better. But did you ever think, going on for your first game, that it could last this long?
You never do. No. I just tried to stay at it, stay working hard, and then hopefully things would come my way, and I'd be ready to take whatever opportunity came my way, and so far so good.
But the secret to what you've done, which is that you're a very modest man, you're a very humble man, you don't really like talking about yourself. But I have to tell you, it's remarkable what you've done for American soccer. All of us here are witness to that to a large degree.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. I watch you on the field. I find it deeply inspirational. I honestly, I watch you train. I find it deeply inspirational because you are a man that teaches. There's an en vogue thesis right now about grit and about tenacity and about talent is X% of winning, but it's really about bringing it every day. You invented that before it was en vogue.
Purposeful practicing, Rog.
What have you learned about this incredible success that you've become, a unique success, a unique American footballer that stands apart from other footballers by your perseverance?
Yeah, I mean, it's just about you got to put in the work for sure. I mean, nobody gave me anything. I had to go out and work, and sometimes chances didn't come, but I just kept a positive attitude and just told myself, keep working hard. It's going to happen. You're going to find your way.
Where does that come from, though? That indefatigable optimism, Kyle?
Wrestling.
There it is.
Wrestling, right?
My parents.
Freshman state champion.
Yeah, I guess my brother, parents, teaching me at a young age, that you got to work for it. And, in wrestling, it was about if you're not working hard, somebody else is. And so I think I took that to soccer and tried to really just keep at it and make sure that I was going to be working hard enough to make sure if an opportunity comes my way that I'm ready.
Kyle Beckerman, will you run for president if asked?
Now.
You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, absolutely.
God love you. Kyle Beckerman, you're a remarkable man. I feel better about life, about future, about American football just by sitting with you.
Yeah, we have a life-size cardboard cutout of you, as you know, in our studio in New York. We love that cardboard cutout so much. We go deep with that cardboard cutout. But the real three-dimensional thing is way better. It's great to see you, Carl. Ladies and gentlemen, KB5, Kyle Beckerman.
Thanks for having me.
Want to go fishing with Kyle, Rog?
I've got to tell you, that man, to me, is an American hero.
He is.
He really is. Can we hear it again for Kyle Beckerman?
Okay, what a night, Rog.
What a man.
We want to end this evening with one last special guest who is San Jose to his core.
We're getting Wondo on again.
No. Let's end this night by bringing in some royalty, Rog. The manager of your San Jose Earthquakes and this year's MLS All-Star team, the one and only Mr. Dominic Kinnear. It's Dom Kinnear's birthday today.
Dom Kinnear's a Sagittarius. That makes no sense.
None of it makes any sense.
Dom Kinnear, you're in fine shape. You're a fine-looking bald.
Yeah. Congratulations.
My God.
King of the Balls.
Jermaine Jones, Kyle Beckerman, me.
Yes. Well, with us.
Yeah.
This is it's very Greek. We always bring it. We always bring it home. Glasgow born.
Yes.
Glasgow. California raised. You moved with your family to Fremont when you were 3 years of age. You played in Scotland, Mexico, and among a glut of teams in the US for the San Jose Clash. Yeah, they love the Clash. Before becoming manager here of the Earthquakes, old and new. What is the essence of football culture here in San Jose?
The essence?
The essence. As a Sagittarius, you should be able to tell us this.
As a Sagittarius?
Yeah. Yeah. Sagittarius, they are incisive, articulate, concise, and package truth in easy-to-digest golden nuggets. Dom Kinnear.
I'm a Leo. The essence, people may not know, not to get too serious, a great, rich history here in San Jose. Going back to the Oakland Clippers, the old San Jose Earthquakes, George Best, Johnny Moore. Then there was a little bit of a glut when the NASL went away, and then the Earthquakes kind of came back in a semi-pro fashion. The San Jose Blackhawks, by the way.
Oh, the Blackhawks.
Many good players came from that team. Eric Winalda, Marcelo Balboa.
Balboa!
There you
Bam.
go.
Great hat.
Many guys went on and had good MLS careers. And so I just think I think nationwide, the essence of San Jose soccer is a bit underappreciated. But I think once you're in the area for a long period of time, you really get to appreciate the good people that we have. It comes from all different walks of life, and it's, like I said, coming back here has been a dream for me.
No, it's perfect. We're putting that culture
Melting
on
pot.
show this week, which is a great
You
thing.
did come back because you were in exile in Houston.
Yeah.
But you put that time to bloody good use, Dom Kinnear. 2 MLS Cup wins, 4 finals. You built a dynasty. As a coach, I mean, you're vaguely terrifying, let's be candid. but you build a brand of football that you adore. 4-4-2, strong, physical, tactically organised, disciplined. Every single player takes the... Don Garber wrote this. Every single player knows their role in the collective. You're about to coach an all-star game, Dom.
Yeah.
It's got to be your nightmare.
Actually, it's pretty fun. I think look at the locker room and the names that are there. I don't think there'd be a ton of coaching going on.
I was going to say.
And to be honest, I think if I say something to some of the guys, they'll look at me sideways and just go, "Oh, get out of here. I got my own thing going on." So.
I mean, the talent has no time to mesh together. You barely train together. You're an organised man of control, a warrior, a general on the sideline. The All-Star Games,
it's wonderful. I'll be honest with you. And we just did a little training today. And
what did you focus on?
5v2 and just making sure the guys got through training and didn't get injured. Because let's be honest, after the game on Thursday, you want to make sure you send them back to their clubs in good shape because they came in that way. And
apart from the Western Conference.
Tomorrow is all the Dallas guys and the Portland guys will be playing 90 minutes for sure.
So, you are playing the mighty Arsenal. Have you had much of a chance to scout them? Because, just by the way, they don't like it up them.
Yes. I mean, out of all the teams on the Premier League, they're the ones that I pretty much watch the most.
Yeah.
I don't know why it is. I'm not exactly telling you I'm a supporter. I'm still a Glasgow Celtic supporter at heart. Tough times.
Brendan Rodgers is in the crowd, I think. I can't see him, but someone's clapping.
We just conquered Gibraltar.
Well, Shabby.
Yeah, you did. You took on the Imps. Yeah.
So it's a great club. A lot of great players. I know a couple of guys are probably missing. So don't know Arsene Wenger at all, but obviously watching him from afar, he's a wonderful manager. He's put together some nice teams. They play some good football. So looking forward to the task. And all of MLS is wanting us to win this game. So there is added pressure to put a team out in the field to win.
Yeah.
It's just the point of making sure the substitutes are right and giving everyone, because we have a big squad here.
Yeah.
2 guys have to leave that night to go play a game on Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. So that's a bit difficult, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're thinking Beckerman up front. That's what we're thinking. Wonder goal.
I'm sure he'll be okay with that too.
Yeah.
Talking about up front, Arsene Wenger, he's desperate for an elite striker. So you're a great coach, but if I was you, I'd give Wondo 0 minutes.
Hide him.
Yeah,
hide Wondo.
him. But,
Operation Hide Wondo.
I mean, this All-Star game, it is a weird beast. Elite club, a team with chemistry roll into town to play the MLS best and brightest, but there are 11 individuals on the field at one time. They've not really cohered. But the wider sports media, not the soccer media, but they always see this as a litmus test. This game, it's crazy to me. It's like the scoreline is a litmus test for the future of football in America. And if this team gets spanked, it's darkness. It's not. We are going to win the World Cup in 2018, no matter what happens on Thursday night, just so you know that.
Beckerman.
And by the way, Beckerman is, I don't mean
Wonder
to...
strike.
Spoiler alert, shut your ears. Carl Beckerman scores the winner. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, my God.
It curls. It's like a putt that breaks both ways. It curls twice.
Somehow it pings Vladimir Putin in the face on the way in, and then just goes in there.
Amazing goal.
It's amazing.
We've seen it.
And Jermaine Jones rips the referee's head off. It's fantastic. But this game, the All-Star game, it's like viewed as a litmus test for the progress of the game in America.
Thank you.
Jermaine leaving. Let's hear it for Jermaine again.
Okay,
and Olivier Giroud's just arrived. Do you feel a certain pressure?
Yes.
As a coach, do you?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I will say in 2012, I think it was, when Man United came to Houston, Bruce Arena was the head coach, but the Houston Dynamo coaching staff was his support staff.
Is that the 4-0 game?
5-2.
Scored twice.
So we did score twice at the end. So walking off the field, you felt disappointed because I think you kind of let the MLS down. The score was, it almost flattered us because we were very poor that night. So I think ever since then, it's become a little bit more of a competitive edge. And, I've been told we want to put a good team together, keep it fair and balanced across the league, but most importantly, they want to win the game.
Okay, no one's listening to this. Dom, give us a preview of the game plan for Thursday night.
We still got to work up on a lineup. I think you'll see a lot of attacking players and a lot of attacking players not defending.
You're really going out on a limb. I love that.
So we'll sit with the good back four, and we'll probably have someone kind of blocking the back four. But I think when you have those guys, Kaká, Villa, Drogba, we have a couple of guys that maybe the Premier League fans don't know, Ignacio Piatti, Mauro Diaz from Davo is a fine player, you know. So we're going to have some good attacking talent. We'll have a lot of the ball. But on the other side of it, you just got to be aware of them and obviously the pace they have up front.
Can I just say, I think everyone here tonight in San Jose joins me in saying this. Dom Kinnear, we wish you well. We really do, sir. And to all 22 players in your squad, Godspeed on Thursday night. To America, to MLS, to glory, Mr. Dom Kinnear.
And good luck the rest of your season here in San Jose.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Poor guy, I can guarantee tonight up here with us, that was the worst birthday in his life. Beautiful, beautiful man. You are lucky to have that gentleman in your loving bosom.
Yeah, what
San
a man,
Jose.
Rog. What a man. One last thing. Okay, Rog, we've got to do this. We came all the way to San Jose to find some peace of mind in San Jose. We wanted to end in the finest traditional San Jose way of all. Here he is, the man who made the whole world stand up and cheer, the man, the myth, the legend, the self-proclaimed sexiest cheerleader in the world. Can we have a large all-star size welcome for Crazy George? Gentlemen, give a hand to Crazy George. Thanks, George.
My God, one day Crazy George is going to be our age, and he's not going to have that same level of energy. We could not think of a more San Jose way to end this show. We cannot think of a more energetic, frankly, briefly optimal moment to end this thing.
I've got a good idea of how to end this thing, Rog. We need to go to the Britannia Arms and have a drink with all of you. Britannia Arms, 173 West Santa Clara Street. We're going to head over there in a few minutes. Please come and join us for a drink. It has been a joy.
Those of you watching on live stream are going to be pissed if you don't turn up.
It's been a joy to be in your city. It's been a joy to be here in the pre-All-Star Game festivities. Thank you for having us. Thanks for welcoming us.
Thank you for having us in Wondoland. We love your city. We love your league. We
Love
love your
passion.
team. We